premium Korean sad boy music in English. I mean, that's brand new. Hello there, my lovelies. My name is Comedian, and that's the only thing that hasn't changed, really. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but scenery has changed. And that isn't just because I decided to move to a different room in my apartment. There's no rooms in my old apartment that looked this nice and bright and clean. I actually get sunshine in here, which is... it's a nice change. I feel a bit less like a mole person. Look a bit more like a mole person, arguably, with the haircut, but feel a bit less like one, which is what matters, I think. Anyway, hi there, army. I'm back. It's happening. I'm back. And today I want to do something a little bit special by doing something I've had a lot of requests for recently, or maybe it was the same person just asking again and again until the guilt I felt inside welled up like the wave that killed the Titanic. It wasn't a wave, it was an iceberg. But if the guilt was a wave and the wave froze, then that guilt sunk the Titanic, which was my will to resist. This metaphor is unraveling as fast as my hair, but it doesn't matter because I'm on camera, I'm talking nonsense, and that's apparently my job now. Speaking of, I have a Patreon. If you're a fan of mine, you can run BTS reactions on there, get early access, all that kind of cool stuff. And I want to really thank all my patrons so far because you guys really help make this move a bit easier. It's, as it turns out, when you stop making videos on YouTube, you stop making money, and you also lose subscribers as well. I mean, I'd hit 9,000 subscribers, and I felt pretty good about that. And recently, it dipped below 9,000 again, and I didn't have an identity crisis about that at all. No, I handled that like a champ, very well. Anyway, so yes, I am back, and to celebrate, I'm going to do something special. Like I said, it's RM's mono playlist, except I can't do the whole playlist because it's basically like a mixtape or something. I'm not quite sure how it works. If playlist is just a fancy new word for EP or mixtape, kind of like how some EDM artists like to make up new words for a remix. They'll be like, remix, I'm going to call this a flip or an addition. This is RM, this is a BTS reaction, Comedian Reacts edition. It's just the same as anyone else's reaction, but I'm special. I'm not special. I am special. That debate's going to rage on inside my head, so we'll just ignore that for now. We're going to get straight on to this music. I have no idea what to expect from this. All I know that I can expect is no video, because that seems to be obvious from the whole get-up of the YouTube layout right now. No video, just music, and I think that's quite fitting for my first BTS reaction in a while. It's just Rat Monster, of course, but just before I do that, kind of going back to the thing I meant to do earlier, mentioning my patrons and thanking them, I want to thank some of them specifically. So I want to thank Celeste Gregory, I want to thank Galaxy Junebug, I want to thank Belbacat, Cine, and also Bella Shangro. Thank you so much, guys, for subscribing and supporting what I'm doing here. You basically gave me the courage and the energy to come back to this after 2 weeks away, in which my social media presence crumbled and my subscribers dipped, and the level of drama that has not been seen from a robot inside his own apartment, just online, talking to no one. It was... You guys really inspired me to get back on the old grindstone. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying that. It's not like I just stopped working for no reason. I was moving 3,000 miles. It was it 3,000 miles? I don't even know. It was lots of miles. It was difficult. It was a bit like The Lord of the Rings, not as entertaining, and quite a few more trips to McDonald's, which is awkward because I don't really eat meat. But yeah, maybe I'll talk about that in a future video if I really decide I hate myself. Anyway, let's get on with the main event, shall we? Okay. Atmospheric start. I have no... Wait, what was that? Was that like, did somebody just honk at me inside my own apartment? How dare you? Hey, I'm filming here! Something like that. But wow, I was just about to say, it's so atmospheric so far. I love the soundscape, sound arena he's building here. It's incredible. I don't really know where this song is going yet, because I stopped it right when it got good, but, I'm a reactor, I have to do that for some reason. I don't know where it's going, but I'm excited about it. I have a feeling I'm going to love this one. Oh, that's just another question for myself. Do I have subtitles on? Oof, auto-generated? That can't be good. Surely there should be lyrics.
Wake up in Tokyo, feel like a torso. I know it's time to go. I see Pinocchio wearing a poncho. That's me some time ago.
Okay, so it's English. the auto-generation captions have really missed the mark. Sometimes they're alright, but we're Carpenter Chow failure, but you'll say like this is absolute gibberish. And knowing RM, he isn't known for pandering gibberish. He actually makes some really deep, introspective, and just brilliantly, worldly and creative lyrics. So this might not be the right video to be on. Maybe I'll just go back to the RM Mono playlist. Oh, goodness. Okay, full playlist RM Mono. I'm gonna hope this has good lyrics. But how did I know when it's, I guess, okay, once it gets to Seoul, how do you pronounce that? It's embarrassing. Once it gets to that, I'm just gonna have to stop it. Oh, it's also, I love that they do this now, Okay, sorry about that. That was a bit awkward. I was like, this can't be the lyrics.
Wake up in Tokyo, feel like a torso. I know it's time to go. I see Pinocchio wearing a poncho. That's me some time ago.
I see Pinocchio wearing a poncho. That is such a strange but evocative imagery. I love it. Pinocchio, the world famous liar, wearing a raincoat. A sad, depressed liar. That's what I'm getting from that. Do I miss myself?
First, I don't know. I don't know.
Oof, love that bass. Thank goodness I have these EDM Kid deep bass headphones, which technically aren't good headphones, but they do have good bass on them. And that, low kick drum is coming through very nicely.
Life is a word that sometimes you cannot say.
My goodness, now I'm just wondering which word is it? All the obscene words running through my head, short-circuiting my senses. Is it crap? Maybe it's crap.
This is a thing that someday we all should pay.
I know it's not fair to laugh at his pronunciation of English because, I've said this before, I can't speak any Korean. His English is fantastic. But it is a little tickling to me that he said B kind of like bae, like B-A-E. I want to imagine that he's saying the word bae. Like ash is a thing that we should obey. And it's such a deep thing about how even your loved ones turn to ash. No, that's not what he's getting at. But this is really interesting. Ash is a thing that someday we all should be. I love that, I think, it's a really good lyric, and if somebody else had written that, they might have written it like ash is a thing we all will be. But he said should be, and it's such a subtle but important difference because I think that's, referring to me. To me, that's referring to the idea of cremation, and how maybe cremation is a more sensible form of, dealing with your own corpse after you've kicked the bucket, so to speak. Obviously, some people prefer burial, and I don't judge them for that. But I think ever since the age of not when I was a kid or anything, but ever since I was maybe 20 something, I realized that I probably want to be cremated because I just feel like maybe it's even an insecurity thing. It's proving to myself I am cool. I don't have to cling to the idea of who I was. But for me, a proper burial, a ground burial, putting your bloating corpse in the earth in a field for some reason burial is almost like the definition of not being able to let go of life, and there's something wrong with that. But I also feel the whole thing with having a giant headstone, it's almost like I was here and I mattered, and I can't really talk about that because I've chosen to put these videos online, which I'll never be able to escape from probably because everything online is forever. But yeah, to me it just almost seems I don't know, it's for me, I wouldn't like the idea of having a place, a memorial area, where it's people come and put flowers down and be sad. It's no, I prefer people just be oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, he was pretty cool, and then just move on with their day, I feel guilty the idea of something having to drive to a gravesite, and also just taking up land. I mean, it's all right now, but in, 10, 20 years, the Earth's going to be full of humans. There's going to be no space left, and people are going to be camping on top of graves, and it's just going to be really weird, and there'll be some cool movies made about it, but I don't want to be part of that. I think I've made my point, and I really think, that was very coherent, so enjoy that.
When tomorrow comes, how different it's gonna be.
Bay. Bay.
Even hate sound just the same to me.
Because of his like clip Korean pronunciation, he sounds a bit like how a lot of like rock bands in like the 2000s were just really just, you know, assaulting vowels out there. They were like May and Bay, I can't say, that kind of stuff. Except his lyrics are a little better.
I can't sit home, sit back. I just wanna stop right next to you.
I think it's so impressive that he's made, I don't know if it's a whole album, but he's made at least one song in English, you know. I've been watching these videos recently by this YouTuber. What is it? Why would I bring this point up and not know the name? It's just so annoying. Why do I do this to myself? Why does my brain work this way? Work being a very loose term. Xiaoma, I think Xiaoma, he's like this New Yorker, but he speaks perfect Mandarin or Chinese. I don't know. He refers to it as Chinese. I thought it was more PC to refer to it as Mandarin, but I have no idea. He speaks perfect China language. He speaks the language of China good. Better than I speak English language well. Let's face it. And I think he was talking to a guest or something, and they were discussing the idea of how, you know, language is the best thing you can do with language is what you ask of it. Like, so your language will adapt to like what you make it do. So the fact that RM can speak in a separate language so well, he can make art in it, is just incredible, really. You know, like, it's fantastic.
Just my dream, I just wanna stop right next to you.
I love songs like this, just a combination of that beat switch is so cool. But yeah, right before it changed there, there's the whole thing up to here. There's a combination of like really soft piano, like kind of like, it's just almost like that lo-fi hip-hop beats to, you know, to regret your parents to. It's like just the fuzzy background noise, lo-fi atmosphere, bassy drum beats. Like, it just gives off such a nice, like, kind of spine-tingling vibe, really. It's relaxing, but also ethereal, you know?
I just wanna stop right next to you.
Star right next to ya. Sounds a bit like I'm Sacha Baron Cohen, yeah. I love that kind of like Eastern kind of like, I don't know, like almost sitarish kind of sound coming. I don't know what instrument that is because I don't know anything, but it's really cool. Wow, this song is dripping with atmosphere. I thought it was about to be over. The whistling, oof, it's tingling. The city noises, I think those are city noises. That's probably when you have like headphones that are quite immersive. It's like, that could be city noises, that could be somebody driving like a bit of a Pratt outside my apartment. I have no idea. I think it was in part of the song though, and I love it. Brilliant soundscape. That was, wow, I had no idea what I was expecting because, you know, he is called Rap Monster after all. So I was thinking it was going to be rap, but no, it was like premium Korean sad boy music in English. I mean, that's brand new. I really like that. I really, really like that. That makes me excited to check out the rest of the album or playlist or whatever this is. If it's like that, then I imagine I'll love it. That was great. That was just so emotional. Like, I started off this song feeling pretty good. I'm happy with my move. I like where I am now. I like my apartment a lot more. I was like, let's do a reaction. It's been a while. And now I'm just like, wow, I've got some things to think about. Anyway, thank you so much for watching that. I really hope you enjoyed it. So glad to be back. Did you guys miss me? I missed you. That's sad. Yes, what was I saying? I really, really like that song. That was really cool. Let me know if you want to see me react to the rest of that EP/album/playlist/ this digital musical imagery foundation thing. You know, like I said, if the rest of it is like that, I am on board, I'm down. Let me know what else you want to see me react to. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. Check out my Discord and my Patreon, links are in the description. But yeah, mostly I'm back, hooray, woo! Feels good, and I mean I'm properly back now. Like, hopefully this is, not hopefully, I mean like bar some crazy thing happening on my new apartment exploding or whatever, then this is it. I'm back to hopefully pretty typical upload schedule for me. So, whew, thank goodness that's over. Felt like however long it was. It was a lot of stuff that happened, and I ate a lot of McDonald's fries, and pretty much swore off fries for quite a while. Maybe a week or two. Anyway, like I said, I'm done. I have to basically my brain is like a kind of water spout, a leaky water spout that you really have to wrestle with to turn off. And I should do that right now, or it'll just keep going. Just grab the screw, the handle that is my brain, and squeeze it dry until it squeaks and nothing else comes out. And remember, if you got my reaction to RM's Tokyo, then subscribe, because I'm the reaction goat, yo. Not true. Unless you mean an actual goat. I'm back. Cheers.